What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So the All-Star weekend just concluded, and today we're going to be answering the question, should the NBA change the All-Star game format or just the All-Star weekend format? Now, the reason why we're going to talk about this is because it's been floating around Twitter. I've been seeing it a lot. You know, some people were kind of shitting on the All-Star game and kind of like not really saying a lot of great things about the All-Star weekend, and I kind of want to give my thoughts and perspective on it. So if you guys don't know, Team Giannis did defeat Team LeBron 184 to 175, with Jason Tatum dropping 55 points, which is the most in All-Star game history, and winning the finals, or not the finals, but the All-Star MVP. All right, you guys get it. So with that in mind, I did watch the first half of the game. I thought it was pretty decent. I mean, it's the All-Star game, so, you know, what do you expect? It's just a bunch of highlights, three-pointers, dunks. You guys know what it is, all right? It's just a bunch of highlights, not really anybody playing defense. And then the halftime show was unbelievably long. I don't know what the NBA had to cook in, but it did not cook. I mean, that halftime show was like 45 minutes of just it was just too long. Okay, like it wasn't ass. Like, don't get me wrong, it wasn't bad, but it was just too long. Like, these performers, like, the music was cool and all. Don't get me wrong, like, I don't mind it, but they performed so much songs. It was like a fucking concert. It was like you're watching a concert, quite literally. And I don't, as I said, I didn't mind the halftime show. You know, I know that's kind of like a different taste in music. I didn't mind it. That was pretty cool, but it was just way too long. And then after that, they acknowledged LeBron as the all-time leading scorer behind like this little like parade thing, I guess. And it was just way too long, man. Honestly, it was just way too long. And then second half rolled around. I didn't really watch second half solely because they didn't not fucking play SGA. I'm a Thunder fan, okay? And they did not play Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Like, they only played him for like 10 minutes. Like, that's so, like, 10 minutes? Are you kidding me? They only played SGA for 10 minutes. And also Jaren Jackson Jr. and Darren Fox for like 10, 15 minutes. And for Kings fans and Grizzlies fans, you guys had like John Morant and Domantas Sabonis, obviously, as well. So you guys seen at least some of your players play. For Thunder fans, all we saw was like a cameo for SGA for the All-Star game. That's all we saw. Like, it's so disappointing, honestly. It's just fucking disappointing, to be honest with you. Like, that, I think it was a Celtics coach who was on, Team Giannis that kind of gave those guys low minutes. I just want to say, like, what do you have against the SGA and the Thunder? Because that's fucking ridiculous. Really, 9-10 minutes? Like, all we got was literally a cameo of SGA on the All-Star game, which is super, super, super disappointing. As a Thunder fan, I'm disappointed. All right, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm disappointed. But, with that out the way, All-Star game was just what you expected. And it was decent at best. And I know a lot of people are kind of crapping on it because none of like the huge name all-stars were necessarily playing. Like, LeBron got injured. He like injured his hand early in the game, so he didn't even play the second half. Giannis wasn't really playing because he had an injury. And KD, Stephen Curry, those guys were not even out there because of injury. So with that in mind, a lot of people were kind of crapping on the game. I thought it was decent. But let's talk about, the big question of the video after getting that review out the way of the All-Star game. The whole All-Star weekend format. Now, personally, for me, anything other than the All-Star game, I really do not watch or care about, except for maybe the Rising Stars and Celebrity game. Other than that, like the three-point contest, I guess that's cool. Slam dunk contest, I legit do not give one single shit about. And the skills challenge, honestly, I do not care about it. And this is my opinion, all right? Obviously, yes, they should change the All-Star weekend. If you guys are wondering my answer, like, yeah, they should change it. But this is how they should do it, okay? So first thing they should do is take out Friday, okay? Like the whole Friday thing, take that out. And for Saturday, have the Celebrity game, Rising Stars game, and three-point contest. That's it. Take out Slam Dunk contest and take out the Rising Stars challenge. Or not the Rising Stars, the skills challenge. Yeah, take out the skills challenge. Not the Rising Stars game. Keep that in there. I really do like the format and stuff like that of that. It's like a little tournament. I think that's cool. Like, keep the Celebrity game. Keep the Rising Stars challenge or game, and keep the three-point contest, but just take out the skills challenge and slam dunk contest. Like, obviously Mac Malone, the dunk contest winner, he obviously put great dunks out there. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as the dunk contest is not as good as it used to. I feel like no dunk in today's day and age like could get me out my seat like it used to back in the day. I don't know if it's because I'm older, but I feel like every single dunk has been done already. It's like there's no more ideas. The NBA should take out the dunk contest, and nobody wants to do it either. Like, the whole All-Star game, a lot of reporters were asking, like, John Morant and just a lot of high flyers, like, and Anthony Edwards to do the dunk contest. They both said no. Like, they both do not want to do it, so it's like, what's the point of even having it? And the three-point contest, I feel like, is actually good and fun to watch because, it's just more entertaining than dunk contests, to be honest with you. Like, most of the dunk contest players in the dunk contest were, like, not necessarily like bums, but they're just a bunch of no names. Okay, like a bunch of no names. It just really wasn't that fun to watch. I'm gonna be honest. The dunk contest this year was ass. Like obviously Mac Malone swooped that out the water, and Mac Malone had good dunks. Don't get me wrong. Like obviously I'm giving him credit. His dunks were insane, but at the same time, it's like there's really no competitive shit with it, or no competitor with Mac McClung. Like he just did 3 dunks and that was it. Oh, you know what I mean? It's over. So yeah, the dunk contest in my opinion should just be taken out in my opinion, and this is how it should go in my opinion. All right, Saturday, as I said, celebrity game, Rising Stars 3-point contest, and then Sunday, do the same thing with the All-Star game. All right, like drafting the team a little bit before the All-Star game, I necessarily don't think is a bad idea, because before they used to draft like the All-Star team on TNT like a week or two before, but now they do it literally just right before the game. I think this is the first time they actually did it right before the game, which I actually think it's pretty cool. It creates some pretty cool moments, pretty funny moments. Like for example, Giannis thought that Ja Morant was on the bench when in reality he was a starter, so he tried to draft Ja Morant early, but he was a starter, so they couldn't. And I don't necessarily like how, in my opinion, the whole reserves go first and then the starters. I think it should be the starters first and then the reserves last. I mean, the starters got started for a reason. In my opinion, SGA should have been a starter. Of course, as a Thunder fan, SGA should have been a starter, but I digress. All right, as a Thunder fan, I probably like it's just a lot of Thunder fans probably don't like the All-Star game because of SGA not playing. Man, it's just so disappointing. Like, how are you gonna have 10 minutes of SGA, dude, but keep freaking people like don't get me wrong, Laurie Markkinen's a good player and all, but dude, where's SGA? Like, I don't understand why SGA didn't really play that much, or De'Aaron Fox or anything like that. Like, it's just really disappointing. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the NBA All-Star game. Do you guys think they need to change the format of the All-Star game and just change things around? In my opinion, as I said, they need to change some shit, man, because it's just really not hitting the same as it used to, the All-Star game. Like, I actually do like the whole draft like thing. I think that's pretty cool and all, but I feel like it should just go back to East and West. I think East and West was like really fun. Like, it's just that didn't need to be changed. Like I personally like the East and West better All-Star. Instead of this like whole drafting shit. I mean the drafting shit's cool. Don't get me wrong, but it's like I like the old shit better. Like, let me know what you guys think. You guys like the new draft shit on All-Star, or do you guys like the OG? I like the OG. I think it was just I like how they had the different West jerseys, the different East jerseys. You know what I mean? Like, the All-Star jerseys for this year were kind of buns, in my opinion. Like, they just look so basic, in my opinion. Like, I know a lot of people were actually saying they're actually pretty good, but I don't know. They look the same every year. It's just not really that great to me. Like, the All-Star game just really isn't as good as it used to be, but at least it's better than the Pro Bowl. Honestly, I'll say it's better than the Pro Bowl, because the Pro Bowl is fucking awful. The whole flag football shit, it's just not that great. But still, yeah, the All-Star game was obviously pretty decent. Pretty nice game, and Team Giannis takes a dub. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think the NBA should change the All-Star layout or the All-Star weekend? In my opinion, as I said, I think they should. I feel like it would just be a lot better, especially with how dry the All-Star weekend has become recently. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. See ya.